top of the morning to you. Welcome to another beer review. A beer review with a difference, boys and girls, because I'm doing a beer review, then a comparison afterwards. Now, I wonder what you're thinking. What beer I'm doing? Well, if you've been living in a cave for the past 2 weeks and haven't been on YouTube, you haven't, well, if you've been living in a cave all week and haven't been watching YouTube, should I say, you would have a clue what I'm talking about, which is great. And this video is just for you. It's just for you, boys and girls. We have got a BrewDog beer. Yes, arrogant people up in Scotland have decided to do their version of a Guinness. It's been available in bars, I think, for a while, and we've got a can of their Black Heart. Not only are they saying, well, I'll read the blurb on their website. It says, forget everything you know about stout, forget what you think it tastes like, forget having to go to Dublin to get a good pint of it. That's a bit of an arrogant fucking statement to put out, BrewDog. You really do think this is the killer stout, draft stout, do you? There's new stout in town. It's demanding your attention. Chocolate and extra dark crystal malts give layers of roasted, toasted coffee, cocoa with a hint of caramel coming through. Classic stout brewed in, and for this century, old dog, new tricks. If there's one thing better than Black Heart, it's a Black Heart in one of our brand new Black Heart glasses. Oh, I'm just reading that on the website. I don't want a Black Heart glass, so you can stick that off. This is competitively priced in Tesco as well. So there's always an air of arrogance about BrewDog. They do like to talk up their beers because they think they're the bee's knees. But we know different, don't we, boys and girls? So let's just crack this open like you do. And I'm gonna pour it straight in the glass like you do. So this is their stout. This is what they're singing from the rooftops about, to rival Guinness. So they think this is most probably better. Well, by the blurb, they're saying it's better than Guinness because that's how, good their beers are, boys and girls. So, as you can see, jet black, it looks like a Guinness Draught straight off the bat. Stick that there. Let's get an aroma. Not much from the aroma, to be honest. You do a bit of slight roasty toastiness to it, but yeah, you do pick up the chocolate malts. Yeah, it smells stoutish. I'm gonna go in. Cheers. Taste wise, yeah, I mean, I can tell you now, drinking this, the Guinness is better. Even without, the Guinness is better. I'll tell you now. 21st century stout. What we have is, yeah, you get the chocolate, you get the roastiness, coffee. It's there. You're getting the carbonation of a craft beer. For me, you get a carbonation, which is very, very. The level of carbonation is very, very paramount in most BrewDog beers. Then you get a slight hoppy character towards the back end, which does make me think of a BrewDog beer. There is a slight hoppy character there, what makes me think of an IPA, actually, funnily enough. Not the citrusness or anything like that. It's just this hop. I'm going again. It's thin like a Guinness. So overall, what do I think of it? Well, 4.1%. They're saying this is a 21st century stout. Okay, would I buy it again? No, I wouldn't buy this again. Okay, end of. So let's go to the Guinness, shall we? Let's crack this open. Let's crack this Guinness open and pour it out. Already it's looking creamier from the pour. The Guinness is looking creamier from the pour. The thing is with Guinness is, for me, am I a great lover of Guinness? Not particularly. Well, I'll drink it. It's a beer I drink. Okay, it's a beer I drink. If it's there, I'll drink it. It's one of them beers for me which pretty inoffensive, drinkable. For starters, I can't remember that when you're pouring that, replicating that Guinness pour. That is an iconic pour. Okay, now Guinness is the most iconic looking beer in the world. You know, if you go anywhere in the world and you show them a picture of a Guinness, they will know what that beer is. You don't tell them, of course, it's Guinness. You just show them a picture of Guinness. So first off, there you go. That's your Guinness, okay? Already, you look at the heads. The heads actually was more slightly spacious than that anyway. So that looks thicker, creamier. So let's go in. Smooth. Okay. Smooth. This. Mouthfeel is not as smooth. Flavour. Now, this is where the BrewDog might slightly win with the flavour. Okay, with the flavour. Again, Guinness, smooth, nice, hints of chocolate. There's a hint of nice bitterness. There's always that Guinness bitterness on the back end, which I like. And yeah, slightly creamy. Chocolate, coffee, it's there. Subtle notes because we got a beer with a widget, okay? This had a widget as well, didn't it? He has got a widget in there, isn't it? Can't remember. See, that's how exciting this beer is because I can't remember if it. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Not as smooth as Guinness. The taste still feels more of a crafty beery thing. It feels, yeah, there's a modern twist you could say on this than the Guinness. But the Guinness is one of the world's biggest selling beers, most probably the biggest selling beer in history. And it's there for a reason because it's got a very, very loyal following. And also the beer is what you see is what you get. 4.1, it's you can drink a lot of them. Never used to when I was younger, but you can't. Well, since I've become a bit of a pisshead, you can drink a shitload of them. And then easy drinking. This is more of a crafty, cheap imitation of it, a craft beer imitation of it. Now I've had better stouts than this BrewDog from small independent breweries. I've got a couple to do over the weekend, and I've had some really good ones. And this doesn't, at the same ABV, and this, for me, doesn't even touch on them. It's thin. It's no real definition in stouty taste for me because there's this carbonation that reminds me of a typical BrewDog beer with like a hoppy character on the back end, which I do get in some of their IPAs. There's this, hop. It's like a craft. I don't know what hop it is. It's just there. Now going back to the Guinness, Guinness is Guinness. It's not my favourite beer. Far from it. I've been quite critical of Guinness. I still am. because, you know, I just stand, you know, but for the money and for what it is, and at the end of the day, it's what it is. You know, this is someone trying to come in, arrogantly say that this lot aren't doing the best draft stout. Yet this lot have been going for years. They arrogantly think this BrewDog is better than that. No chance. No chance. It isn't. That I wouldn't bother with. I wouldn't bother with that. I just think it's pretty rubbish. You won't find me buying a can of that again. But you'll most probably find me buying a can of Guinness again. Because it's, you know, Guinness never changes. And, you know, don't try and reinvent the wheel, BrewDog. Someone's already got there before you. Thank you very much for watching this one. Don't bother with that. Go back to the Guinness. Look after yourselves. See you on my next one. Bib bib.